Hello everyone. Today we're filming a video for a code description video for our tomorrow's web assessment final 100% assessment to build a fully functioning website. To start with, we have our first home page, which has a hero section to showcase our main topic and subheadings. Then we have our dynamic contents, and the page uses a mounted lifecycle hook to fetch high-quality wildlife images for our featured animals. Then we have our navigation hook, which provides a clear call to action button using router link that directs user to the ticket booking and animal encyclopedia sections I can see later. Then we have our information sections that will show us our highlights and displays of upcoming daily events. Now here in the encyclopedia page, we have our header that we'll see later, and here our creature filter system, which categorizes each of the creatures into mammals, reptiles, and birds with our selected category data property. Here we have an interactive model where when user selects an animal in the grid, the code triggers a detailed modal view, and this model displays specific data and all the scientific names. So once you press the image card, it'll pop up to showcase a bigger image and more of the details. And then we have a search display section to show the amount of either the mammal, reptile, or bird and the amount of animals we have right next to the name. Next up, in our activities page, we have our daily activities, our categorized list of activities such as our daily activities, special events, and interactive experiences. We are also using an automated image fetching system like to the home page, which uses Unsplash API. Here you can see here Unsplash API to automatically populate the event cards with relevant photos based on search queries. So we'll use search queries like wildlife photography or petting zoo to pop up the correct image in the image card. And also for the animal cards, we'd use the specific names like an elephant, a lion, or giraffe, and it'll pop up the first prompt that pops up. And we have a visual layout for the responsive grid system to display activity cards, each containing a description and a time slot and a location of each of the activities. Next up, we have our ticket purchasing system. Here we have our ticket booking management, where we've implemented a CRUD system, where it's a create, read, update, and delete. So you can cycle for ticket bookings, and the users can select between general admission, family packages, and an annual pass. So we have a state-driven UI. It conditionally renders a My Bookings page, which will only appear when the user has signed in and made a booking. We also utilized an API here. You can see we've used Axios to send authenticated request to the API/ticket endpoint to includes a logic to calculate total prices automatically based on the number of adults and children that have been selected in the ticket purchasing area. And here we have the code for the validation. The script will ensure that the visit dates are selected when the people are purchasing, and also the user's contact information, all of that is provided so that it can allow for a proper booking to proceed. And finally, we have our authentication section. So for the authentication section, we'll have our logo and title to pop up in the top, and we have our toggle tabs, which are which uses a toggle logic so a single component can handle both the sign-in and the sign-up. By toggling a boolean in the isLogin, you can see state, which changes the form fields and API endpoints dynamically. We have our security handling for the sign-up here, where the code will capture the details and it can be sent to our MongoDB backend, and the passwords will be encrypted using bcrypt. For our session management, let's say here, upon a successful login, the code will store all the returned JSON Web Tokens and the user data in a local storage. Here you can see it'll be updated into a local storage, and once it's been successfully logged in, it'll trigger a custom login changed. Here you can see a login changed event to notify the global header to update the navigation menu so that whoever is logged in, their name will appear next to the navigation. Now that is it for all the pages. You can see we also have our main JS page and our main styles page that is here, and our env page that connects to the back end of our MongoDB, also our main HTML and all of our package JSONs for the Tailwind uses. And you can also see I've utilized Tailwind CSS for my CSS because it's more easier and can be done within the framework that I've chosen, which is Vue, or Vue as people would say. Here's our header, the global header that is utilized, and our global footer that you can see in each page. Now to show, here is our backend. You can see our routes, the authenticators, and in the ticket section you can see the CRUD system at work, where to create the ticket, it will get all the logged user info. And you can update the ticket info when you need to, and you can also delete the ticket info when you need to. This is our CRUD system at work. Here's our sign in and sign up authentication system for the script. Here's our Mongoose models for the ticket and the user JS, and the final authentication JS that will make sure that people will only work through the website if they make sure to be signed in. This is it for my code description video for tomorrow's web assessment, 100% assessment for year 3 creative computing. Thank you for watching.